Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am organizing my nail polish shelves, my new shelves. First off, thank you to Susan. She had her husband build the shelves for me as a like welcome home kind of present. I will have her in the description box below. She is so very sweet. If you're not following her, she does amazing nail art on Instagram. And then my sister-in-law came over and hung the shelves for me. So I didn't have to do anything but organize it. And in my China Glaze video, I asked if that was something you guys were interested in seeing, and a majority of you said yes. So I'm not sure quite how to do this as far as filming goes. I don't want like my post baby body just like hanging out all over my YouTube channel, but I'm gonna figure it out. So anyway, today I have polishes in most of my drawers. I have them obviously on my desk back here. I have them on the computer desk that you can't see. So I am gonna go ahead and organize by brand, and between there I'm gonna organize by color. So here's to hoping my camera batteries will last me through it while I figure it out. And I am going to speed this up tremendously because I know this is going to be a really long video. So thank you for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe if you'd like to see more from me, and let's go ahead and get started. So I am starting with my OPIs, organizing my neutrals first, and then I'm going through the rainbow with that. I kind of speak in and out throughout this video. I'm sorry it's so unorganized. I am just gonna play music. And if you have any questions about any of the polishes that you might see, feel free to ask in the comments below. So I have OPI done, and then above OPI I am going to go ahead and leave this whole shelf pretty empty so my OPIs can grow, and then above that I am going to put China Glaze. Okay, we have one shelf done. We've got OPI there on the bottom and China Glaze at the top. I'm going to move on to this shelf, which is going to consist of my favorite indies and Essie. Okay, so I just did picture polish and then I am moving on to blush. They have the same kind of bottle and they are absolutely 100% two of my favorite indies, so I am putting them back to back. Okay, so I did blush, and then up here on the shelf I am going to go ahead and do my ice cream nails. So I do plan on filling up this shelf with more ice creams as I get them. So I am going to go ahead and leave that bare and move on to my next shelf. Alright, I am going ahead and moving on to floss gloss. And my last shelf up here is going to be Essie. And for the sake of not wanting to break up my Essies, I am going to go ahead and put the last of them up on the very, very top. Alright, and there we have 2 shelves done. I've got 2 shelves here to work on and then one that holds almost nothing. So we will take a dinner break and be back. So over here I am starting with my Zoyas, again going backwards from neutrals on up to the rainbow. am continuing on up here with my color clubs. And then up at the top here, I am going to go ahead and do Smith & Colt and Cuccio. Starting down here, I'm going to go ahead and go with my Glam polishes. And I'm going to go ahead and finish this row off with Colors by LaRoe. Moving on, I am filling in Enchanted. And then Cadillac'er. I did go ahead and put my Louboutins up here since they are super tall and need the space. Up here I'm going to move on to Rogue Lacquer. And then fill in with Tonic. So my shelves filled up much faster than I had guessed they would, so I'm going to go ahead and put Glitter Days on this row. I hated how it looked, so I swapped it. At least this way I can see through that my Glitter Days is there. And then here on my much smaller and by herself rack, I'm going to go ahead and put my Whimsical Ideas by Pam. Then I am going to fill the front of that with Graceful. And the side over here with A. England. So on this top shelf here, I am going to go in with Shop Lady. And the row in front of that, I am going to use my Ever Afters. So my shelves are as done as I'm going to get them, and next I am going to work on putting some stuff into my drawers. So this first Helmer's drawer, I'm going to start with Native War Paints. And different dimensions. To keep like bottles together, I'm going to use Lmao Designs in here as well. Colores de Carol. And then Sassy Pants Polish. And I do realize that they will slide around, so I'm going to line the bottom of these later on with some of that like contact paper that is like the no slip. So in here I'm going to start with my Painted Polish by Lexi. Then I'm doing Pretty Serious next to them. Next to Pretty Serious, I'm going to put my Super Chicks. And then some Night Owl lacquer. Next to that, I'm going to do Bella Bosio. Then just along the side here in this extra space, I'm going to put a couple Femme towels and Lacasters. So over here I am starting with my Le Chats. I have gels and lacquers. I am just going to combine them. I was going to separate my gels, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and keep them together as a brand. And then I am finishing the drawer off, I believe, with I'm Custom Color. Okay, so this drawer I am starting with Pretty Beautiful Unlimited. Next to that I am using Morgan Taylor. And so what I'm doing is I'm kind of keeping the brands together that I don't get a ton of. I put the ones on the wall that I'll get, you know, much more often. And I'm trying to kind of save my other two sets of drawers for like my polish making stuff. Next to that, I'm going to go ahead and do Fancy Gloss. And since they're the same shape bottles and I don't hardly ever get them, I'm going to put Geekish glitter behind them. To that, I am putting the brand Polish. I only have 6 polishes that I can see right now. I know I have a whole stash of them somewhere, so I am going to go ahead and leave another row next to that for polish. Next to that, I am going in with Fleur de Lis over on this side. And then right next to that, I am doing Pie Colors because it's the same bottle, same caps. And then I'm only going to put 3 in here right now. I do have another 6 to put in here as soon as I'm done swatching them. And like I said, I'm leaving this row empty for whenever I find my other stash of polishes. So here I am going to go ahead and start with Lucky 13 Lacquer. And then behind that, I'm going to put my Tahitian Sun because again, I only want to use this Helmer and I am dwindling down on the amount of polishes I have of each brand. So next to that, I'm going to go ahead and start with Cupcake. And behind Cupcake, I am going to put Moo Moo Signatures. Next to Cupcake here, I'm going to put my KL polish. Behind that, I am putting Level Up Lacquer. And then behind that, I am going to put EA Polish. Next to that, I'm putting, next to the Kale Polish, I'm putting Dolish Polish. I'm putting Color Spectrum behind it. A couple Joy Lacquers. I'm going to start down here with a couple Girly Bits. A couple KB Shimmers. A couple 9-0s, which, again, I've just got like a stash of missing polish somewhere because I know I have like 3 or 4 more at least of 9-0. Behind Joy, I'm actually going to go ahead and put the 2 tucks that I have. So up here, I'm going to put a couple Polish for Days. I've got drip drop nail paints that I use for stamping. And then a couple Sassy Sauces, which would fit pretty good back here. So now I'm just going to fill this space with the polishes that I have won from the brand. And this is currently in no particular order other than the ones that I'm grabbing off the chair next to me. This is Lay Polish, Chirality, Anchor and Heart, Pretty and Polished, Nasty Nails, Northern Star, Polish M, and I am kind of trying to keep this one to indies because the one under it is going to be more mainstream. Ethereal, 1850, Never Enough, Nail Hoot, Bee's Knees, Sweet and Sour, Turtle Tootsie, Zombie Claw, Fair Maiden, Sassy Cats, Starlight Polish. Ooh, that is not gonna work very well. It's Tiny Diamonds, and it pushes it a little bit. And Emily DeMolly, and I'm gonna call this, I might be able to fit one more. I'm gonna put Mace Polish right here too. And I'm going to call this drawer good for right now. I'm probably going to go through and play with it more later. I do have some more indies. I am just going to go ahead and overflow it into the next drawer. Okay, like I said, I am continuing with some sporadic indies that I have. I have one from Bluebird Lacquer, Illyrian, Delush, Jayreen, Pretty Jelly, Quixotic, Cameo Colors, Stashed Polish, Joe Chic, Inspirations, Savannah Lacquer, Indie, Simply Irresistible. I think the last indie I have, and I don't even know if it's really considered an indie, is Live Love Polish. Now I am going to go ahead and start with my mainstreams. So I've got a few from Marc Jacobs. LA Girl, LA Color, LA Girl. A few from Annie. Couple from Orly. I've got some gels from Madame Glam. And then we're working back with the ones that I have singles of. So Koki. Oh, here's another LA Colors. But it's in a different bottle. Deborah Lippmann. Butter London. Dior. Sally Hansen. Burberry, Jamberry, Island Girl, Trend It Up, Formula X, Beauty Big Bang, Cosmetica Fanatica, Catrice, Just Cosmetics. I've got a couple from P2. And then 3 from Essence. Alright guys, so that is how the polish is currently being stored. Things change all the time. I put like my 2 swatch pile up on this shelf here, so there's always things to swatch, to put back, to change around, to move, to switch. And then what I'm doing with this drawer and then these drawers is I'm putting all of my polish making stuff for my brand. So I am on to organizing that, along with the top drawer is nail art stuff, and then this top drawer is like my top coats and base coats. If you want to see what I do with all of that, I would be happy to show you. I'm not going to film me doing it because it's not interesting. So just let me know if that's something you guys are interested in seeing, and I will show you how I store all of my nail supplies, my nail art stuff, my top coats, base coats, and then my nail making stuff. If you stuck with me this long, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below if there's any other kind of videos that you guys would be interested in seeing. Once again, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you'd like to see more from me, and I will talk to you again next time. Bye.